Hello! So you're probably wondering why there is an unfinished illustration of the Tweenies before you. This was something that I started in the summer last year, and for some reason it's not finished. I don't like leaving an artwork unfinished, so for today's video I'm going to finish it. Just need to check what colour was used on Fizz's dress. This is because I still need that colour. I haven't finished it, much like the rest of the artwork, but you can see where there's spots waiting to be coloured in still. I've got a reference up so that I know what colours to use. Now, what's the flower on her belt like? That's just the same. Now to get the rest of the artwork done. I think with this one the biggest challenge was getting them to fit on the paper. No, I've just bled into the yellow spot. Not good. To be honest, at this point, it's been waiting so long that I just want to see it finished. You know, like when you've been working on something for so long that you sort of stop caring about it, which, I mean, that's not great. I still want this to look nice. I'm going to try and make it as good as possible. I mean, now I've actually got more colours to work with. See, I'm not quite sure how long it's been since my last video. I'll find out, obviously, when I'm posting it. But if there's been like a week or two where there haven't been any videos, then that's because we've had some decoration work going on. And it's been just impractical for me to film a video. Hopefully you've only had to wait, say, 1 week without a video. If it has been a fortnight, then I'm so sorry. Don't you sleep on me yet, reference. Do not go stand by. Right, the laces are white, the socks are yellow. Looking back on this artwork, there are some things I might have changed if I had made it in this day. I would have sketched more loosely to try and get everyone to fit in properly. The problem I ended up having was that Bella and Milo were too close together, which I've played into the artwork, but it'd have been nice to have them all smiling as they normally do in their promotional material. After sunflower yellow. That's for Jake's socks. I don't know if I've actually seen underneath Jake's shoe. I'll look at that when we've done with the rest of the picture. Right, Fizz's hair is next. Let's see what colours I've got for her. I'm gonna have to get my skin tone pack. And that'll do for dreads. That's one of the advantages this artwork has to having waited so long. I've since been able to acquire a lot more colours with my marker pens. Still waiting on those pastel markers. Who? Where are they? Just bring them to the UK. Right, this one's gonna get a bit tricky. These little beads in Fizz's hair. Right. Milo now. Now for a set like Who, its blues are a weak point. And blue is exactly the colour I need for Milo's clothes. So I may have to mix something. Right. So what I'm going to try is this very greyish blue with a lighter blue. Be careful not to damage the brush when closing the marker lids. Let's check that next to the reference. I reckon that'll do. That's for his jumper. That was a line. I thought it was something on the paper, but it was actually one of the lines I'd made. So if I have to add another layer to this, it'll have to be with a slightly darker grey. Otherwise it won't actually do anything. But I think that's looking fine. I've bled through into one of those little dots, haven't I? No! Might be able to fix that with my white pen. I don't really like how that's come out. Darker blue now. Superb. See, I definitely would not have been able to colour Milo in had I done it before getting these markers. Beforehand I used to just have the bullet nib set. I think it was a pack of 80. just come to me. This is meant to match a promotional picture. So surely, to get references of how their shoes look under the sole, I should be able to just find that picture. Let's see if one turns up. Means I need to go back and finish Jake's shoe. So that leaves Bella now. And after that I've got to go back and do the eyes. This could be tricky. I haven't quite got a red that matches Bella's. I'll try it with vermilion red. Might be a bit dark. Or a bit too red. But it should do fine. In fact, I'm looking at the reference, and this is a near perfect match. As you can see, since my previous videos, I still have not learnt to just swatch the materials right before using them. It's all good having a swatch sheet, but sometimes you just need to see how one colour would look next to a certain list of colours. Sometimes just do a little thumbnail of your drawing or the part that you're going to draw, and then you block it all with colours just to see what works and what doesn't. While I'm colouring this bit in, I'll probably point out the elephant in the room. Bella's got a strangely shaped head. This is intentional, and I didn't want everyone to be having the same head shape. Some characters, not many, but some of them that I've designed do have diamond shaped heads. If you look at my Scooby-Doo set, you'll see Daphne has the diamond head treatment, and I also give Wonder Woman a diamond head. This is just a way of making use of shapes and making characters more diverse. Because if you haven't already noticed, my art style is a bit cartoony. If not a bit, then very. In fact, it's borderline chibi. And one of the things I really want to push in my character designs is the shapes. I've always got these characters with near perfect circle heads. You've got some with triangular heads. Got some whose heads are actual boxes. And there was just one point where I was like, I haven't done diamonds yet. Let's try a diamond, see how that looks. And I really liked it. It kind of fits the shape of the head. And if you look at some pictures of the tweenies, their head shapes do have that sort of diamond look from a certain angle. I think it's more so when they're looking down that you notice it. Those laces are white, so I mustn't colour them in. In fact, all of them. Yeah, all of them have white laces. That's looking pretty good. I've just got to go and fill in that one bit where the flower circle should be red. So now, this is where I get to take a creative liberty, because all that's left to colour in is the eyes. So the question is, what colours to give each of them for their eyes? Because again, that's something that my art style seems to own, but there is no strict set of colours for your eyes. Real eyes, they tend to be blue, brown, green, some grey. But I've got characters with purple, red, golden eyes. I think there's something a lot of cartoony stuff try to push. So within reason, I could have just about any colour I want on these characters. But I don't want it to break their colour scheme. With Jake, I think blue eyes make sense. But not the same blue. I'm just going to look for a specific shade of blue, and I found it straight away. And that'll do for Jake's eyes. So that way it shouldn't be the same value as the orange if I'd gone with that blue. Yes, it shouldn't have been a problem since it's next to orange anyhow. But I think that one works as well. Orange seems to come somewhere between the two blues. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, one of the ways that I design my colour schemes, this is usually something I do on Photoshop. But if you create a saturation layer and turn it down to 0, you can see how well your colours stand out against each other by looking at their tonal levels. And that's something I do when designing my colour schemes. I think it was a trick that I discovered or invented during my final major project last year. I'd love to take you through that project at some point actually. It was one of the best things I'd done, but it never got graded because the pandemic. I think for Bella, red eyes. So that I'm gonna take this one. I'm not gonna make necessarily a bright red. Because that might be a bit too distracting. That was not a good choice of red. I'll go back with a different one. My next colour is going to be for Fizz. Now, what colour would suit her? Well, that's a bit of a silly question really, isn't it? I think there's only one colour that would justify being used on Fizz. So, I'm gonna take this pen. And, surprise, surprise, Fizz has got pink eyes. Now I'm noticing a pattern seems to have occurred here. We've got Bella and Fizz with near enough the same hue. Jake's got blue eyes. And just like Fizz, Milo seems to stick to a particular colour. But I'm not going to go there. You are not having blue eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some grey eyes. Using bluish greys. While it's on my mind, it's probably a good time to mention that my university is starting to let people come in to attend practical classes again. So as of this week, or a week or two ago, depends when this video goes up, basically as of 2 days after I'm recording this, I can go back to college. Well, my university course that's at a local college. Which is going to give me a bit less time to edit videos. So if it does harm the frequency of uploads, then, well, it's just how it is, isn't it? And I'll do my best to upload as often as I can. That looks really great. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I'll do my best to upload as often as I can and make sure that you're getting good quality content. You won't get a video like this where I'm just finishing a piece I started ages ago. This is a one-off. But I've got a list of ideas for videos. I'm gonna get through those if I don't have any new ideas that come to mind. And hopefully you will be blessed with some lovely videos coming up. Now I've noticed there's a bit in pencil that has escaped the eraser's wrath. So I'm gonna go and fetch my eraser. And we're gonna get rid of it. Is that working? Doesn't seem to be. Might be too blunt. I need something smaller. Have I got anything tiny? Yes, I have. In my geometry set, there should be. Aha! And for some reason that seems to have reacted strangely. Oh dear. Well, I did say I was going to go back with the white pen, so I might as well do that now. Just make sure it's working. Yeah, I don't have the faintest idea how that went wrong there. I also wanted to colour in, yes, Milo's jumper here. That should be alright. Not sure how well that bit I tried to erase is coming out, but that shouldn't be a problem. Just need to sign it now. And that is it. And there you go. So this took technically 6 or 7 months to get finished. But it's finally done. I don't think I'll come back to drawing tweenies for a long time. Whatever rush of nostalgia made me draw this, curse you. But thank you for watching this video, and I'll be back with another video as soon as possible. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see more content, and I hope you have a pleasant day and keep being creative.